So I wanted to show some progress on the 2020 Model 3 battery pack removal. And yes, I'm using ramps and jack stands from Harbor Freight. Wish me luck. I took out life insurance before I started this, so don't worry. My kids will be taken care of. So I was just gonna show some of the things you have to do. You have to take these little plastic aero shields off. I showed some of that in the last video and talked about it. The interior of the car. There's a couple bolts up front, a few in the back. We already removed those. So these are the main bolts on the front that hold the pack in. Just gonna show so you can get some detail right here as well, if you can see those. I'm not gonna take those out until last. One important thing, you have to take these quick disconnects. They're not hard to take out, but just thought I would show how they come out. You have some of the little clips that come out holding the pipes, and this is what the pipes look like. So put it back intact so you can see. This is how it connects to the battery pack, and there's one big one going up, and these clips, just like on other automotive, you just take, I took a pick, pop those off, take them all the way off, and you want to get enough slack where you can twist it. These actually twist, so you just twist them and they come right off. And that's one that goes up into, well, in mine would be the super manifold, or the heater, which you can see from the top. This one doesn't have the super manifold, it's a 2020. I think they started at 21. Anyway, so that's the front. Take off those hoses, make sure you catch all the coolant. Then the back, a little trickier. There's also bolts running down the side. I'll show that in a second. So you gotta take these covers off underneath. So there's a shield right here. See those orange cables? That's gonna be, there's a quick disconnect under here. And just take this off and pop that out. I've got to get a pry tool and pop those off first. See, it's loose. Already took the bolts out. They're 13 millimeter, right? So those go through, and those actually help support the pack. But the main ones on this side is going to be right here. So you've got, looks like two 13 millimeters, and that's a large bolt, maybe a 21, something like that. The trick with this is I'm using air and a 1/2-inch battery. Impact works really good. So you're gonna take this loose, take those two out, pull the bracket off, holding this up. Once that bracket's off, you're gonna put this bolt back in. You're gonna impact it back on, or tighten it by hand, whatever, because the subframe will actually, oh sorry, the suspension will actually drop. So as the suspension drops, you want to put that bolt back in so it holds it up while you're messing with this. And there's one on this side as well. And then of course, same thing here. You have those coolant lines. Now the ones on the side, from what I've gathered, I think I can actually just pop those off. There's little clips going down the side like this. So from the only one or two couple videos I've seen on this, those guys, once you remove it out of where the nipples are here, and it's disconnected from the front where it actually flows the coolant, you can just pop those out. So as you lower the pack just enough, you know, put jack stands under it, or if you have a lift, just enough to get your hand in there, and you just pop those out. Just be very careful, because you don't want to break these lines. You know, it's not like you can just go to Tesla and they'll just sell you anything. So anyway, just take your time doing it. It's a pain, but it's not that bad from what I've done so far. So that's the next step, and then I'll go ahead and show you here. Those are 13 millimeters. So you're gonna go down the side, but I'm gonna do that last. Oh, also, I'm gonna take this cover off, Then I'm gonna remove these high voltage cables, and then there's the two orange connections that I showed up on the front. So you wanna remove this cable first. This will just drop down. I don't remember, that's an eTorx also. I don't remember what size, but you know, if you just buy that little kit I showed you guys earlier, it'll come with it. Actually, I think I still have it on the ratchet, if y'all are curious about that. It's coming along. Definitely recommend a lift if you have one. If not, you know, make do. I believe it's an E16. Yeah, just get this little kit right here. It'll come with everything you need, all the external Torx. And if you do want to open the Penthouse, there is a special one for that. It's not a regular eTorx. For these right here. No, sorry, those. It's like got a tapered edge on it. I just actually found it on Amazon, believe it or not. So, yep, that's some of the progress that's being made, and I'll keep updating you guys when I get the pack out. And we're gonna replace it. I actually may attempt to fix that pack, but these are not like the Model S modules. You know, these aren't really meant to be repaired. And there's guys that have said they've repaired them, but we've talked to some people, and so far we don't know anyone that's actually successfully done it. So I'm just gonna do a pack replacement on this, and I'll figure out something to do with the battery one way or another. But yeah, that's just an update on how to get the battery out of a Model 3. All right.